Good morning, everybody. It's Carm here, live from my kitchen, and we couldn't talk about dips, sips, and gifts without talking about Epicur's famous extraordinary cheese dip. So I know pretty much all of you have probably tried this, but today I'm going to tell you some little tips and tricks that I do with the cheese dip when I make it, and also show you how I use it other than a dip because it is so very versatile. So first off, let's talk about gifting. So for the gifting season, Epicure has come out with the extraordinary trio set in this lovely gift box. So you get it in the box with the recipe card, and then there are those three famous dips that make up the extraordinary cheese. So let's talk about that for a minute. So first we have CCB, so formerly known as cheese, chive, and bacon. And this one here, so of course they all together make the cheese dip, but on their own, they're so great too. So in the ebook from this event, you will see a graphic called 40 uses for the trio. So it tells you how you can use these on their own. I'll just quickly tell you how I like to use them. So CCB, this is my go-to for scrambled eggs, omelets. Also love this one on pierogies. When I'm cooking them up, and also in the sour cream with pierogies. You really can't go wrong. Also mashed potatoes, I like to use this one in. So of course CCB is an easy one to find uses for around the kitchen. Next up, I'm gonna go to lemon dilly. So lemon dilly here, this is my absolute favorite for a veggie tray. So if I have to bring a veggie tray, my go-to is to make up lemon dilly. I also use this to make homemade tartar sauce. Love it in chicken salad, tuna salad, on fish. So again, that's an easy one to use in your kitchen. And the last one, 3 onion. I really don't need to explain this one too much because this one you can use in anything, anywhere that you would use an onion. And for me, as I get older, onions don't agree with me, but 3 onion does. So I'm using this more and more for everything from soups to stews to chicken salad, you name it, it calls for onion, I'm reaching for this. So this one is a must-have in your kitchen. So they come all together. That's your little gifting set with your recipe card. And I mean, what a perfect gift. Who doesn't love the extraordinary cheese dip? So this here is gonna be a great idea for gifting this holiday season. So let's talk about that cheese dip. You've probably all had it. Just a couple tips on that note. You can make it up ahead and then you can freeze it. So you don't need to cook it beforehand. You just mix it up, get it all ready to go, and then portion it out, because here's a tip for you. We're trying to help you save money this season. You don't have to take a whole batch of extraordinary cheese dip when you go to an event or when you're hosting. Because guess what? There's going to be lots of other things there. And just a little secret, the more you make, the more they will eat of extraordinary cheese. So make it up ahead and portion it out. I like to do it in like thirds. So one batch I'll make it into 3 different lots, and then I freeze it. And then when we're having an event or people stop over, I just pull it out of the freezer, pop it in the oven, and we're good to go. Also, some other ideas for the cheese dip. If you're looking for a healthier version, you can make it with Greek yogurt or cottage cheese instead of all the mayonnaise. You can add spinach to it to have a really nice cheesy spinach cheese dip. You could also add chopped jalapenos, chopped real bacon to make like a jalapeno popper cheese dip. So lots of different ideas for the actual dip itself. And then today I want to show you how I use it for other things. So what I've made up today is the extraordinary cheese without any mayonnaise or sour cream or yogurt or anything. So it's just the cream cheese, the 3 dips, and shredded cheese. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I use it a lot at our house. So the first one being cheese balls. So we love cheese balls, especially around the holiday season. And if you're doing a party, a great idea to make it go farther rather than just making one big cheese ball, because sometimes people get in there and take big hunks, is to make what I call cheese ball lollies. So I've made it up like this without the mayonnaise because then it's not so runny. And we're going to roll out some mini cheese balls. So what I've got here, first off, this, if you're admiring this bowl, this is part of the nesting bowls that are on right now. So this is the large one, this is the smaller one, and there's one in between. I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna take a little scoop of this, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. And then you just roll it up, and then you're going to take a mixture of whatever you want for the outside. So what I did was some shredded cheese, some CCB, and I love walnuts, so I crunched up some walnuts, and then I'm going to just put it into my little bowl and just carefully toss it around like this so that it gets covered and you're all decorated. And then what I would do is just put them onto a plate or onto your sheet pan and then put them into the fridge so that they harden. Now, here's another tip for you, because you can make these up ahead, and that way you've got a lot of prep done before your party. So what I would do is just roll them all out. Don't garnish them yet. Just roll them and put them all onto a cookie sheet and put them into the freezer. And then once they have froze, take all the little balls out and put them into a Ziploc. Then when you thaw them, that's when you can toss them into your garnish. And then the finishing step for these lollies, because you don't want people to have to worry about their fingers or having utensils, is I just grab some pretzel sticks and just push that pretzel stick all the way down, and then they can pick it up and eat it that way. So that's what I call the Extraordinary Cheese Dip mini cheese ball lollies. Okay, so that's one way I like to use the cheese dip. I'll show you the next thing, and this one is very popular at our house, and that is stuffed mushroom caps. So another little hack for you. I have made mushroom caps for years, and one of my pet peeves was always the caps were like tipping over and then the insides would get stuck on the pan or whatever. Well, this silicone muffin pan, I use it for so many things. Guess what? You can use this to put your mushroom caps in, and then they don't tip over. I love it. And what's even better is it fits on my rack to go in my air fryer. So then I can just put this in and do up the mushroom caps and easily take them out, excuse me, without tipping over. So what I'm gonna do is grab my spreader and this mixture here, I'm just going to put into my mushroom cap. And so once I've got the cap filled, then what I do is I usually put Parmesan and a little bit of the crispy coating mix. I'm so sorry. I've been battling a cold. But today I'm all out of Parmesan, so I thought, well, I've got this made up already. So when I like to top my mushroom caps, I don't try to sprinkle on top. I turn them upside down like that, and then you get all the topping on there. So I'll do another mushroom cap here because this is such an easy way to make mushroom caps, and I love doing the Extraordinary Cheese Dip in here because everybody likes it. And then again, we're just gonna flip the mushroom upside down, and like I said, you could do Parmesan, breadcrumbs, crispy coating, and then you've got your mushroom cap there. And then I'll just put that into my air fryer at 400 for about 7 minutes. I am so sorry. So also for the Extraordinary Cheese Dip, you could use this mixture to make wraps on tortillas and make little pinwheels. And I believe Carrie Lynn is going to be talking about pinwheels. They are another great idea for holiday appetizers. So there you have your Extraordinary Cheese Dip. I will be sharing another recipe in the ebook for Extraordinary Cheese Dip French Toast. Excuse me, which is also a favorite of our family and perfect for Christmas morning. So there you have it, extraordinary cheese dip, multiple ways. You've got your gift idea. You've got some little hacks. And if you have any questions or comments,